Am I the asshole for my boyfriend does not like that I have to walk down the aisle with a groomsman? Okay, so this is going to be short because I am just confused about whether I am not seeing his perspective or not. Basically, I, 19, female, just texted my boyfriend that my friend who is getting married sent me a picture of the groomsman I am walking down the aisle with. He then asked if we were going to link arms while walking down the aisle. He said that would be weird and it is a matter of respect not to do that. I responded that it is my friend's wedding, and if that is what she wants, then I am going to do it, because it is not that serious at all. Is he being too controlling? Or am I the asshole for not seeing his perspective? Update: my other friend, who is also a bridesmaid, told her boyfriend, we both received pictures of the guys we are walking down with. As it is a new trend on TikTok, he reacted almost the same way. Her boyfriend responded, wow, you are walking down the aisle with him. That is beautiful. Might as well hold his hand too. Or something along those lines. Very sarcastic. And yes, you guessed it, our boyfriends are friends. Commenter 1. I am going to assume he is around your age as well, so he is young and immature. He obviously has not been to many weddings and seen that it is absolutely common. What would be weird is if the groomsman and you walk down side by side without arms interlocked. This level of jealousy should be a major red flag right from the start. If he is already trying to control what you do, even in someone else's wedding, it is time to rethink the entire relationship. Yes, she is dating a young man who is simply immature. Walking down the aisle with a groomsman is about as normal as it gets. Your friend is getting married. This is her big day, and the last thing she needs is an immature boyfriend causing drama. This is non-negotiable to the highest degree. He either educates himself on the normalcy of this or he pouts at home during the wedding. I had a friend who could not be a groomsman for this reason. His wife, now ex, thank goodness, flipped out. The original poster's relationship will end soon. Just wow. Every wedding I have been in or attended that had bridesmaids and groomsmen started with them preceding the bride down the aisle. Since it is a formal event, traditionally men offer their arm, and the two walk in sync, then split up to the two sides. These men watch too much TikTok to know how the real world works. All of the above. I am laughing because young men are so immature. Crazy. One day his brain will mature. In about 6 years. Maybe. Commenter 2. The groomsmen offer their arm to the bridesmaids and walk them down the aisle to their place. In many traditional weddings, the groomsmen also act as hosts, who direct the guests to their seats, as well as escort the mothers of the bride and groom to their places in the front rows before the ceremony starts. It feels much more possessive than protective. The original poster is not doing anything inappropriate, and he is reacting like it is some huge betrayal. That kind of jealousy does not just go away. It usually gets worse. If these men cannot handle the original poster doing the traditional duties of bridesmaids when 100% of what they are doing is in view of people 100% of the time, then these young women really need to rethink their choices in partners. Right, like has he never been to a wedding before? She should have him ask his parents if it is normal for groomsmen and bridesmaids to lock arms when they walk down the aisle. No backstory, no sidebar, just out of the blue ask, and I bet they will say, yes, it is normal. Commenter 3. He is being very weird. That level of jealousy would be a red flag to me. It is not like you are being asked to kiss the man. It feels much more possessive than protective. The original poster is not doing anything inappropriate, and he is reacting like it is some huge betrayal. That kind of jealousy does not just go away. It usually gets worse. Yes, next it will be that she cannot have any male friends, then that she cannot hang out with men at all, even in a group setting, then even her brother-in-law, when or if she has one, becomes off-limits, and on until she is completely isolated. That kind of irrational jealousy never ends well. Do not forget hugging an uncle or brother. My cousin put up with nonsense like that. She was told off for hugging her uncle. She worked at a shopping center, and one time her husband would sit outside, watch, then grill her about why she took too long to serve certain men and whether she gave them her number. Honestly, I do not know how she put up with that nonsense. She is finally free from him and happy. Commenter 4. He is being extremely controlling. It is incredibly common for bridesmaids and groomsmen to walk down the aisle together and to link elbows. It does not mean you are going to go have sex in the broom closet afterward, And if your boyfriend thinks that, then he has a lot of maturing to do. Big red flag right there. I would go so far as to say that it is less common to walk down the aisle without linking arms. I have been to or participated in quite a few weddings, and the only one where we did not link arms was when the bride and groom asked us to dance down the aisle instead. Every wedding I have been to has had people linking arms down the aisle, with the only exception being the one where the ceremony started with a chair race and water balloon fight. Dude, I find most weddings so boring, but one with chair racing and water balloon fights sounds amazing. It was definitely less boring than most weddings. No formal speeches, but there was a small platform for anyone to stand up and make proclamations. A straw bale people were encouraged to urinate on, makes good compost. A truly ridiculous potluck of food. The theme was how ridiculous can you make things fit in a taco, 2 kegs, and a backyard full of drunk graduate students. Commenter 5. Tell him you have been thinking a lot about respect and realize you have too much self-respect to be with such a controlling, insecure little boy, and then block his number. This issue will not get better. It will get worse. Yes, original poster, please realize you fell for the idea of him, which never included all of his very real nonsense indoctrination from having a bad family. The only way people like this change is by getting dumped. I am one of them, so I know. Commenter 6. It sounds like you and your boyfriend do not know very much about weddings, which is fine because you are young. Almost everyone in a wedding party is walking down the aisle with someone they are not in a relationship with. It is very normal. Yes, your boyfriend is very controlling, and it is disturbing that you do not recognize that on your own. Yes, both your boyfriends are extremely weird and apparently have never been to a wedding. Of course, a groomsman is going to escort a bridesmaid down the aisle arm in arm. Grow up. But by the same token, why is your friend sending you pictures of these groomsmen? They are not your dates. It should not matter what they look like. Honestly, the only times a couple ever showed me a picture or even really mentioned the appearance of a bridesmaid I would be escorting, they did not particularly like, or at least know very well, my girlfriend at the time, and they were subtly trying to set me up or at least gauge my interest in them.